As a company, Moltex was founded in 2013, and in that time it's developed 2 nuclear reactors. The first nuclear reactor is handled by Moltex Energy Canada. There's a Canadian team. The UK team is working on the FLEX reactor mostly. It's a graphite moderated reactor for mass deployment to compete with and displace fossil fuels. So thermal hydraulics is the movement of fluids around the reactor and the transport of heat around the reactor. So heat is generated in our molten salt fuel. It's then transferred to the pin that the fuel is held within. And then that heat has to then be transferred to the coolant and then on to do useful things. We've been working with Visiativ since 2020 when we first got SOLIDWORKS. We chose SOLIDWORKS because we know that it's a very popular software. It's got lots of users worldwide. Support's easy to find for it, and we've got good support with Visiativ as well. It was very competitive price-wise, and it's very easy to use. So the 3 main things that we use SOLIDWORKS for are for general assemblies, so putting together whole reactor CAD and ensuring that everything fits, everything is feasible to manufacture and assemble. The other reason we use it for is concept visualization, so putting together concepts for parts and systems that we have envisaged to see if they are reasonable, that they are not oversized, undersized, impractical. And the third reason, which is the most common use that we have for the software, is to create analysis geometry. So if we want to do CFD or sometimes mechanical analysis on a part or a system, we will recreate simplified geometry, usually in SOLIDWORKS, and then we will mesh that, move it into our analytical software packages, and we will run various analyses on those. We save a lot of time and cost using the parametric modelling in SOLIDWORKS. Having lots of linked dimensions allows us to very quickly iterate through design spaces without having to redo everything, which saves us a lot of time. So also if we make a design change in one area, it doesn't immediately cause us to have to re-CAD large areas of the reactor, which is very time saving. Collaboration within Moltex is constant, so obviously we need to be in contact with other teams. There's a lot of cross-disciplinary work, people from various backgrounds to work together on it to understand the full picture of what's happening. Having the visualization available is also useful when talking to suppliers as well, because we can send them example CAD of what we think a part should be made to look like, and then we can get sort of instant feedback on that from the manufacturers. SOLIDWORKS PDM helps us keep our analysis CAD separate from our general assembly CAD or our concept CAD. It helps keep things filed in the correct places. Yeah, the ability for multiple people to work on a single assembly will become vital. Another project that SOLIDWORKS was very helpful in speeding up was optimization of the lower flow grid. So the reactor has a series of channels below the core which allow cold returning coolant to get to the bottom of the fuel channels where it starts its convection loop. So we needed to ensure that the design of the flow channels in that area were open enough that all of our channels across the core could get good even flow. SOLIDWORKS was very helpful for this. It allowed us to iterate rapidly through a large number of designs. Using the parametric modelling, we were able to very quickly analyse over a dozen designs. Visiativ have helped us with some installations, so PDM was installed for us by Visiativ. They also gave us training to use the software effectively. Also, we've had various support from Visiativ on SOLIDWORKS issues whenever we've encountered them. They've responded quickly and they've been able to resolve our issues. One particular example, I was trying to pattern a loft and had some zero thickness geometry errors. They got back to me really quickly, were able to resolve the issue, and yeah, I'd highly recommend. It was really good.